You people want to mesmerize me in this church. I'm a hard guy. Next person.
Thank you, sir. God bless you, sir. Good afternoon, church. I'm Jerry, and I want to thank Mr. Okaije.
Wow.
Oka used to be my senior in school. We both went to Faith Academy, and then we reconnected in CCI. So there was a period in my marriage. So for the first 2 years of being married, I was homeless. My wife and I, we were homeless. And even in all those periods, the Lord will bring us to certain consecrations that will make us give sacrificially and dangerously. One poignant point that I can remember was 2023 Reboot Camp, where we had given all of our property to another family that was relocating out of the state to another state. And we were homeless. We came for a boot camp. One of the songs that was being sung was, "In my father's house, there's a place for me. I'm a child of God." We were weeping because we had just lost the home that we were supposed to have, and we had received instructions to give the rent money out and to give all the property we had to another family. So after a boot camp, I was going to take my wife to the hotel where we usually stay on a Sunday, and I tried to pay for the hotel, and the money bounced, so I could not stay. So I went back to a hospital to sleep. While I was helping another family, they chased me out of the hospital I was staying, said, "Oh, you're a good doctor, but you can't do this." So I was just in another of the hospitals, sitting on a chair, despondent, and then Oka called me, said, "Where are you?" I said, I'm in the hospital, I can come to you. So he says, "No, I will come to you." So Oka drove down to the hospital where I was. He called me out. He says, "Jerry, as I was driving, the Lord said, go and meet that boy." The Lord said, "Go and meet that boy. Tell him that him and his wife must come and stay with you." He offered to pay rent, but he said, "No, that's not what the Lord said. The Lord said, come and stay with me." So my wife and myself stayed in Oka's home from January 2024 to June 2024.
Wow.
We were in his home throughout this period. Now, because of the kind of work I do, I'm a doctor, so many jobs I was doing, my wife and I usually saw ourselves like twice in a month. Oka took a whiteboard, marker board, and forced us to sit at his dining table and drew a schedule and said, "We will not leave this table until we meet 4 times a night." So Oka wrote Jerry
4 times a
4 times a week.
A week, yes.
At least. And he made sure, he forced me to change my schedule. And I knew what he was going through in that period, yet he took the time out to do that for us. Now, in that same 2024, I'd fasted all of 2023 into 2024. And then, on the last day of my fast, on the 21st of January 2024, someone in church walked up to me. He's not here right now. He walked up to me in church and said, "The Lord said, go and get your home, I'll pay for it." And that's how my wife and I moved into a 3-bedroom flat in the Oniru estate. Mind you, the year before, I could not even pay to live in the ghetto in Oniru.
Yes.
And all of a sudden, everything changed.
Thank
I
you,
give God all the
Jesus.
glory. And I thank you, Carl, for being a blessing.